Hey, I'm at Adi Osmani, and today I'm going to talk to you about the future of Yeoman. So this week, live at BrazilJS, we released Yeoman 1.0. It's been completely rewritten from the ground up. It's now a one-step install to get many of our generators. There have been a ton of performance improvements made to the binaries. We've introduced a new rich prompt system, as well as a new help system to make it really easy for you to get advice when you're trying to do something like install a generator or get just suggestions about how you can improve your usage of Yeoman on a day-to-day basis. There's going to be a detailed blog post about Yeoman 1.0 coming out soon, but I wanted to talk about what's next for us. What does the future hold? So mobile is something that's really important at the moment. We want all of our sites, all of our apps to look great, regardless of the devices that our users are accessing them on. And there are a few important challenges around this. What mobile-first UI framework do you use? How do you properly set up things like full screen support or storage? And so we've been working on a new mobile generator for Yeoman that tries to solve some of these problems. It has first-class support for Twitter Bootstrap 3, Foundation, Pure CSS, and a number of other mobile-first UI framework solutions, as well as helping you with your day-to-day workflow of working on mobile web apps. One thing we wanted to make sure of was when you're developing, rather than you going and testing out how an app or a site looks like on a device after the fact, wouldn't it be great if you could see in real time what it looks like on a device as you're working on your site? So here I've got an Android device, and I'm making some changes to my app, and I can actually see those changes live on the device right now. Isn't that great? Now, what I was thinking was, wouldn't it be better if, rather than just being able to preview this on one device, we were able to preview it on all the devices we're targeting? So here, I'm working on my app, I'm making changes, and you can actually see these live changes across all the different devices that I'm targeting. And if I notice that there's something wrong with one of them, I can go back and I can make those changes right now rather than having to worry about this stuff after I've completed my app. We realize that a lot of developers can't actually afford many of the devices that they want to ideally target. And so we've also been investigating cloud testing, how we can make that easier. So here, for example, I've got the same app, and I've run a command, and it's gone and it's spawned a brand new emulator in the cloud. This is using BrazilJS, and I can actually preview what my app looks like on an Nexus 7 in this case. So here's that again. It's firing up brand new emulator in the cloud. I can see what it looks like, and I don't have to worry about owning this device at all. Just the same way that you could actually preview your project on multiple devices, we wanted to be able to enable that for this workflow too. So here I actually have the iPhone 5 and my Nexus device all in the same emulator window running. So I can preview this without having to worry about having multiple emulators open and my system resources draining or anything. So again, this is powered by BrazilJS, and we've just made it super simple for you to run multiple things in the same window. We also wanted to make it a little easier for you to be able to do things like cross-device screenshots, because sometimes you want to be able to have the diffs between your different iterations on your UI. Now, for many people that are working on actual generators for Yeoman, I wanted to talk about what we're going to do in that area. So perhaps the biggest request that we've had is making it easier for generators to either build on or extend existing generators, as well as work better with existing generators. Right now, they're a little bit of a mess. I can go and I can use the Angular generator and get a really great Angular app built, but it's not necessarily going to work that great with the Chrome app generator or the Firefox OS app generator. Let's make that easier. So in the future, it's going to be super simple for you to go and get the Angular generator, make it work with the Express generator, and just get like Bootstrap 3 and make it all this work really, really nicely together in a single workflow. So that's one thing we're doing. We're also going to make it possible for you to worry about your scaffolding prompts a little bit less. So we're going to learn about the different options that you like using on a day-to-day basis, and we'll automatically select those when we see that you're using the same generator. So if, for example, we notice you like using Bootstrap 3 and Modernizer or Require.js or something like that, we'll automatically opt you into those selections. And you can go back and you can change those if you want, but we think that this is actually going to help people save time when they're creating new projects. We're also going to make you worry about flags and messy stuff like that a little bit less. Yeoman is going to be able to remember what your choices are a little bit more easily. We're going to make it easy for you to drop in features. Now this is really big. If you want to be able to introduce something like ComfyScript or Sass to your project, right now you have to go in, you have to find the grunt task, reconfigure your grunt file and the rest of your project, and there's still a lot of manual effort required there. We're going to make it super simple for you to be able to drop in a technology into your app. So you want to use ComfyScript? Great. We'll make it easy for you to do that. Same with Sass, and so on. We also want to make it super simple for you to be able to use web components. I've been working on a new generator for Polymer, which is sort of a new framework based on web components by Google. We're going to have some announcements around that in the near future. But we're going to have first-class support for web components. And in general, we're just going to try making sure that we address as much of your feedback as possible. We want to make it really, really easy for you to be able to develop apps without having to worry about sort of, the manual processes that we're stuck with today. So Yeoman 1.0 is out now. You can go and you can fetch it on NPM. It's live. We would love for you to try it out and let us know what you think. If you have any feedback or suggestions, please feel free to send them through. And I hope this taste of the future has been useful to you. So thanks and goodbye for now.